We need to revive all the great Islamic sciences. We definitely need to revive that, especially here in America, where we are on the front lines of the confrontation. I hate to call it confrontation, but on the front lines of this confrontation between Islamic thought and Western thought. I don't see it as it has to be a confrontation, but right now it is that way. And I think one thing we have to do is get out of the bunkers. But in any case, what can we do right now? I'll take about 8 minutes of your time and try to summarize that. Like I said, one, create in our communities the intellectual space to be able to start discussing things, discussing problems, discussing issues, discussing questions. Because right now, in our communities, we run them like one of those oppressive oligarchies that most of our communities immigrate from when they come to the United States. You know what an oligarchy is? Where you have a small group of people ruling the entire country, controlling all the thought coming in and going out, and not allowing any dissenting opinions. It seems I've been at the University of Kansas 20 years, and every time a new administration comes to power, it's always some kind of coup. And then after they come to power, anybody who disagrees with them, you no longer hear them giving a Friday prayer speech. They're not allowed to disseminate any information in the mosque. And that group controls all thought, all expression in the mosque, until another group could somehow or other manipulate the situation and get their coup. And then the whole situation keeps starting over and over again. We have to have freedom of speech and expression in our community, or at least create the space for it. And that's why I like addressing Muslim student associations, especially the American-born students there. If you can't find space to have your ideas discussed and expressed, make space. Form another association. Call it the Second Generation Movement. Call it the Second Generation Muslim Association. Call it the American Converts Association. Call it whatever you want, but create that space where you could research, learn, discuss, and live to the best of your ability this religion, intellectually and fully. But you got to create that intellectual space. A lot of scholarship needs to be done. I don't think I've discussed that well enough here today or made my position clear. But a lot of scholarship needs to be done in our community. And we also need to have our community become much more open, where free expression exists, and where we're tolerant of differences of opinion. But frankly, my brothers and sisters, I think that's going to be going to take too long, and it's going to come too late, unless we suddenly radically change our whole approach to what we're trying to accomplish in America.